What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys so much for watching the show. Wanted to talk to you about our friends over at Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching sports. This app is really easy to use. You just pick more or less on a few player stats, and you could win up to 1,000 times your cash on a single lineup. Best of all, Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use the promo code PFF and download the app now. The Seahawks pick is in, and Mike Macdonald gets another alien versatile secondary player. This is safety Nick Emmanwori from South Carolina. This is somebody who, at times, we were predicting that he could be the pick for Seahawks at 18, and he ends up being their selection. They trade up to go get him, and then remember, they still have pick number 50 as well coming up here in the second round. So thoughts on Nick Emmanwori being the pick here, and the guy that they covet enough to not just spend a second round pick, but spend a second and third round pick on to go.
You said exactly what I was thinking when they made this pick, and that Mike Macdonald, who was a defensive coordinator with the Baltimore Ravens, he had Kyle Hamilton back there. I think he wants another Kyle Hamilton type of player. I'm not saying Nick Emmanwori is that good, but he is one of the more athletic safeties we've ever seen, honestly. 6'3", 220 pounds, 4.38 40, 98th percentile vertical, 98th percentile broad jump. I think I'm a little higher on him than you two are. I still think Nick Emmanwori is worthy of being taken somewhere in the spot right here. I get he's a little stiff in the hips in coverage, but I think he's a really good tackler. He's a really good downhill player. And like I said, I really like this fit with Mike Macdonald in Seattle.
Well, specifically for Seattle, we did team top 100 big boards over at PFF.com. So we took our initial big board, sort of our just like in a vacuum type of big board and rankings for these players. And for every single team in the NFL, we adjusted a little bit given the scheme, the team needs that they had, what they would gravitate towards, things like that. Nick Emmanwori, he was 67th on my overall big board, but 26th on the Seattle Seahawks specific top 100 there. So I do think that he is a fit for Seattle and Mike Macdonald.
The box compliment to Julian Love back there, the fit with Mike Macdonald, like you mentioned. And look, if you want a guy, if he's the 26th ranked player on the board, maybe he was actually the 26th ranked player on the board or somewhere thereabouts on their actual big board. This was the fun part about the flexibility that Seattle had with all these picks, is even giving these two picks away to Tennessee. And Tennessee, I thought, was a team that could trade down because I'm pretty sure pick 35 at the time was their only day two pick tonight until I think they have one in the early hundreds tomorrow. But, you know, Tennessee kind of needs more picks to fill out the rest of this team. I think Seattle, this was the fun part, the flexibility to move up, to do that, to still be picking at 50 and 92 later on. Go get the guys you want. I think making these trades with Geno Smith and DK Metcalf allowed them the flexibility to do it.